Hi everyone, I hope you're staying happy and healthy at home, and I hope you were able to learn a little bit of something from last week's lesson. So, for the next few weeks, we are going to be moving away from hygiene and focusing more on healthy relationships and things like that. So, our first topic of discussion moving into the next several weeks is going to be people I encounter. So, we're going to be talking about all the people that you see outside, people that you see at the mall, at restaurants, and grocery stores, and we're going to talk about how these people relate to your life using three different zones. So, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, and let's get started. All right, so the purpose of the next several weeks and this particular module is to learn about healthy relationships and to learn about communication and affection and dating and how all the different people in your life really play a different role in different ways. So, first, we're going to start by reviewing all the different people that we come across pretty much on a daily basis or weekly basis. And these people are your teacher, your neighbor, your sibling, such as a brother or sister, a parent, other family members, the mail carrier, a store worker, cafeteria staff, a coach, such as a basketball coach or a baseball coach, a police officer, a girlfriend or a boyfriend if you are interested in dating or have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, your student or peers, any coworkers that you may have, a boss, facilitators such as myself, and any friends that you have on social media sites such as Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or any social media site that you might have. Alright, so now that I just reviewed some of the people that you may encounter on an everyday or weekly basis, I'm going to show you guys a poster that we're going to be using in the next upcoming weeks that we are going to be identifying people in three different zones. So the three different zones we are going to be talking about are going to be compared to a traffic light. So we're going to use this traffic light poster over and over again in the next several weeks and the next several lessons to compare people to see where they fit into your life. So the first zone is the green zone, and the second zone is the yellow zone, and the third zone is the red zone. People in the green zone are people that you trust, people that you tell secrets to, like your family or your best friend or a trusted guardian. People in the yellow zone are an acquaintance or someone that you just make small talk with, that you don't see very often, and you really wouldn't tell them anything that you think is private or personal. And people in the red zone are people that you don't want to tell anything to. These people might be bullies, they might harm you, and these people you really don't want in your life. So that's just a brief or a very short overview of what we're going to be covering the next few weeks using this traffic light poster and those three different zones. Alright, so using those zones that I just talked about, we're going to do a check for understanding worksheet together, and we're going to talk about the green zone, the yellow zone, and the red zone with some of those people that you encounter every day on this worksheet. Alright, so here's our check for understanding people I encounter form. Now for today's purpose, we are only going to be focusing on the person column, which is right here, and the color 1 column, which is right here. So this is a worksheet that would be really beneficial and really great if you could print this out and do it on your own, because then it would give you a really good idea of the people in your life and what category they fall into using that traffic light poster that I showed you in the video. But today we're not going to list any names. We're just going to look at the person and we're going to try and figure out a color that they might fit into and why. So this is different for everyone, and so like I said, it might be best for you to print this out and try and fill it out on your own so you can really decide which zone that these people fall into for you. We're going to take a guess at a few, and then you're welcome to continue filling it out if you wish at home, if you're able to. All right, so first we have a neighbor. So typically, a neighbor is someone who is an acquaintance, who we don't know very well, and we want to proceed with caution with, and this is someone who would be in the yellow zone. So next we have teacher, and the same thing goes with a teacher. So a teacher is somebody who you see on a daily basis. They might help you out, but they're not your best friend or your guardian. So therefore, there's someone who you would not put in that green zone of people who you trust, people who you go to on a daily basis for private conversations, or someone who can really be there for you all the time. So a store worker. So somebody that you might see at Stop and Shop or at ShopRite or at the mall. These people would be in the yellow zone as well. So the yellow zone are people that you see here and there from time to time. You might talk to them a little bit, but not much. You don't really trust them with your secrets, and you say hi and bye pretty quickly. So these people in this yellow zone are acquaintances. So next we have a sibling. So your sibling is probably someone who's in that green zone. So people in the green zone are people that we trust, people that we tell secrets to, people who have our backs and who are there for us. And next we have a parent or a step-parent. So let me get a text box. So typically, a parent or a step-parent is also in the green zone. And they are also in the green zone because you trust them. They would help you out if you needed help. You can have private conversations with them. And they're people that are involved in your everyday life. All right, so next we have the mail carrier. So the mail carrier is also someone who is in that yellow zone, who's an acquaintance or somebody that you just say hello to, you see here and there. You might ask them how they've been doing, or you might ask them what, how their day was, but it's not very long. You don't have a lot of conversation with them, and you don't tell them anything private. All right, so you'll see on the rest of this list that you could continue filling out each color for each person and how they fit into your life and what they really mean to you. So we are going to, in the next few weeks, really go over this. But for today, we're just going to keep it brief, and then we're going to learn more about these different zones and what these people mean to you and which zone that they fit in. And then in the other coming weeks, we are also going to be filling out color 2, which is right here, and continuing this lesson on, which zone that people fit in for you. All right, that's all I have for you guys today in regard to people you encounter. And the next coming weeks are going to learn more about the green zone, the yellow zone, and the red zone. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next week.